I'm telling you this, and I'll give you a simple example. You said, we'll go back to your question whether I want the ANC to come back. You see, that day I claim clean governance, and they say the city is collapsing, we don't have money. What do? They go and appoint a deputy mayor.
They say there's no cost implications.
No, there's no way. That person must get salary. That person must get assistant, must have PA, must have drivers, must have this and that, must have bodyguards. What are you talking about?
Well, they said in their defense, they say this won't affect because that person is already inside.
No. That's not how things work. Unfortunately, the salary inside is not the salary that she's going to get. The perks. It's just like when I was the regional chair and you said when I go to national, there's not going to be effect. There will be.
You move with power.
When I move up, you see, ordinarily, if we say...
you drink Rikoff in the morning, now you want Jacob.
No. When you go to national, of course. Now, I must travel to Cape Town. There are cost implications. Yes. For me to travel there, they must pay. But when I was the regional chair, I will only service my area.
Your jurisdiction becomes bigger, and then your logistics become bigger as well. The budget in that office automatically expands.
Nah, there's nothing like that. Let's not play politics. Let's just leave that thing. That shows that politics are at the center stage. Service delivery is not important. We don't care much about what people feel and what people want. Because I can tell you, I don't think it was even a wise decision to do that, but it was political motivated. We are in an alliance or we are in a coalition, Kamina, Kawena, we give each other power. Let's share.
EFF was here.
Yes.
The councillor of EFF said they are going to take not only Tshwane, but they will take Gauteng.
Yes.
Kampuiseni Ndlozi.
Yes.
And who are you fielding as ANC in the province?
No, the African National Congress has got a natural choice. That's Panyaza Lesufi. He's doing well. Irrespective of what people are saying, he's reviving he resonates with everyone. He's the only former MEC that when he was changed from his portfolio, the entire Gauteng stood up and said he must go back to education. It has never happened.
No one questions the work ethic of that man and his track record.
Yes.
He will, because it's politics, you will never get a yardstick of a good political office, especially if someone has passed.
Yes.
That's why we are still battling to understand the 9 wasted years, because there's no yardstick.
Yes.
I want to ask you, why isn't Panyaza Lesufi going to the number 1 office in Mahlamba Ndlovu?
Good question. Take that man to give him the presidency. He has done well. If you can,
he's the only shining.
If you can lead Gauteng,
yes,
I can tell you. If you can lead Gauteng, you can lead the entire South Africa.
Yes, because that man has shown.
No, he has shown. No, but it's just a matter of timing. Remember now, if you look at the Cyril's gang, they are all going out. That gang is going. We are going to have fresh leaders. The new generation is coming in. And that's where the new generation need to pick up and need to consolidate and make sure that we have got a better future.
Do you think if you put Panyaza on the poster, on the poll,
yes,
you would make people change their mind? Because now you are labeled the ANC of Cyril Ramaphosa by the MK, because they don't want anything positive. When it was theirs, it was the ANC.
No. Let's just talk about that.
I want to understand. Is it too difficult for the ANC to change? Because now the external environment doesn't allow them to say, after this one becomes this one, after this one.
But let's talk about the ANC of Cyril. That's nonsense.
Yeah. Tell me.
That's nonsense. No, let me explain this one.
Please
this
do.
one I'm not going to allow you to channel me.
Yes.
You see, you cannot separate Cyril from the 30 years of ANC government.
Yes.
That would be totally wrong. There's no one who was leading at their own behest.
Yes.
You were given mandate by the African National Congress. You see, I cannot say Mbeki build a school.
That's why you're able to recall people.
Yes, it was the ANC-led government. The attempt to isolate Cyril is for people who have got nefarious reasons to say, I've done better than him. And that is mischievous, especially coming from the former president. You don't do that. When you are a leader, you need to understand you are deployed by your party and you toe the party line, you do what the party is saying. So there's nothing like that. So that's an attempt to isolate Cyril, but it has got other undertones that are distasteful. And there are people who believe that. It's the same as saying that there's 9 wasted years. You know, I'm very careful not to find myself criticizing JZ during his stay as the president, because you cannot do so and isolate the ANC. He was the face of the African National Congress. Like Gwede said, Cyril does not own the organization. He can die tomorrow morning. The ANC will continue. We'll have a new president who will still take over and move forward.
Let's talk about your projected performance.
Yes.
Gauteng has been very difficult to win.
Now we're going to win Gauteng.
It was just margins. Few margins of
now we're going to win.
I'll just show the numbers here. But what are your projections?
We're going to win Gauteng hands down. I cannot give the numbers, but I can tell you now. If you see the attention that Panyaza is getting,
hands down is 50 plus.
Yeah, it hands down. I'm telling you, we are going to win outright majority in Gauteng. What happened is that the last time I've done door to door, I think it was in 1994. Aggressively doing door to door campaign. 1994. I was still at high school at that particular time. Yeah. At the dawn of democracy. But this year, there are people who are like me who said that we are going back to make sure that the ANC win with emphatic victory. Because if we don't do that, you will have a situation like in Tswane. The coalition government is not working for us. So we need an outright winner. And the outright winner, it must be done by us. Why I'm saying Gauteng is we're going to win? Panyaza is doing well.
Talk to citizens of Gauteng.
Yes.
The EFF is so cold, it calls Panyaza the crime wardens. It calls them green beans. It says, through their CIC, of course,
yes,
once they take a provincial power, they are going to fire all of those guys.
Sure.
What message can you give to the citizens?
I think that's an own goal, eh? But it's not only, I don't know why we're fascinated about talking EFF saying that. Etienne hasn't said, when we take national government, we're going to fire all public servants. That's what he said. So it's not, we may be fascinated about the EFF, but there's somebody who's talking something bigger than what the EFF is saying. To me, there are politics at play that I can say, you understand? Because I know, when the ANC government took over in 1994, we find people in the system. There are laws in this country that says this is how you fire an employee. And if this employee was employed as per the definition of the Labor Relations Act. So those are just politics. Yeah. And I think it's an own goal because obviously human beings, we are erratic by nature. We don't think, in most cases, we use our feelings. If I was to be this crime warden,
I wanted to ask you
now,
exactly
I am a crime warden, and somebody says, when I come in, I'm going to dismiss you. Even my family, we're going to stand up and say, we're not going to vote for this one, we'll rather vote for this one.
Because take all your family.
That's why I'm saying it's an own goal. Because you see why we fight in the most. It's when you feel people encroach your private space, your space of comfort. So that is what they are saying, and I can tell you, I don't know whether these crime warden they are ANC members or not, but I've seen one who was paraded as an EFF person and all that at some stage. I don't know how truthful is that, because you don't know what is happening out there. It means all of them, they are going to vote for the ANC. I can tell you that. It does not need scientific analysis. Immediately you say, we are going to dismiss all SAMWU members. If we come to government, all SAMWU members are going to vote against you.
Yes, it's natural.
But I think it's just politics. I don't think people are that heartless that they think people getting work.
But the intention is dangerous.
Yeah, but for people getting work, we should applaud that. But obviously, politicians are politicians.
Okay, let's talk about what is it that the city of Tshwane can contribute to to the province. What are the things that you think comrades in Tshwane
Yes.
can do? You know, Tshwane region has been one of the most difficult since the Sputla and his late nemesis has passed.
Yes.
The region has always struggled to find unity, and you will see that's why the Maipa factor never came to fruition. Is the region of ANC in Tshwane strong enough to rally people behind?
No, I think it is. But besides that, I think these elections are going to be difficult.
But you say you're going to win it easy.
And no, I want to...
Yeah.
And be easy to win.
Yeah.
People are just turbocharged. You don't need the region to mobilize.
Mm-hmm.
People are just mobilized. It's just like in SAMWU currently. If I were to go to Church Square and say the strike start now without mobilizing, people will come out. Because they are ready for action. They're ready to defend themselves. Yeah, the anger is there.
Spark, it will explode.
Exactly. So there's that natural process for now. But the ANC in Tshwane need to really work hard. If there are differences, if there are any which I'm not aware of, they need to sort them out.
There's lots of infighting there.
Yeah, no. But that's just generally the ANC people. We hate each other so much. We refer to each other as things that you don't even refer to your enemies. Yes. I think but that's what power does. Power attracts a lot of characters. Everybody want to lead and all that. So we become an enemy of our own success.
As a union,
yes,
COSATU would then come again and tell us that they will be behind the ANC. Let's vote for the ANC. They'll be asking your employees to rally behind the candidate of the ANC to return power.
Yes.
Do you not find it as a contradiction? Because people are always quoting it against yourselves.
No. Look, I think is the history of where we are coming from, and our historical ties that we will find it difficult for us to divorce the African National Congress. And also, if you are a politician, you will understand there's a general message that is sent by opposition. There's yellow COSATU, this. They want workers not to support the African National Congress because they understand the power of the workers. Once the workers in South Africa don't support the African National Congress, the ANC will never win. And if it does not win, we're going to go to a coalition.
Did COSATU unions win labor brokering?
No, we're winning. If you look
Have you won it?
No, we won in many ways.
That thing is as old as
Polokwane. No, but you don't need that. You just need to have a Labor Relations Act that talks to that. We've got Section 198 of the Labor Relations Act. It talks to that. The problem with ourselves, you see, when you are a man of blood and flesh, never expect anyone to give you freedom and rights. You take it. It's there in the Constitution. It's there in the laws.
Your cadres who are deployed
Yes.
are not doing the job.
No, they don't have to. Remember, when you are deployed by the state, you act on the behalf of the state, and the state is oppressive by nature. So the workers and the leaders of the workers must enforce those laws. That is why you have got your CCMA. The structures established for recourse. This CCMA was created because we knew that it's not going to be a smooth sailing.
Comrades are saying another labor broker masquerading as security companies and cleaning companies. Those people are just labor brokers. You've insourced successfully, as you said, in 2010. Is it?
Yeah.
In the city?
Yes.
What makes it difficult that the city can make an assessment of how many people it needs in its employ, so it could cut away, even if it's general workers who come as projects emerge. So yes. it could. What makes it difficult? Is it because of coalitions? Because there are municipalities where yourselves you are governing without coalition. What makes it difficult?
No, I don't have just a straight answer to that. But I think the issue of tenders are problematic. And they were meant to advance a certain agenda. And now they are impacting on service delivery. Because even people don't even know how to do job, they are given work. And they end up there. So I think in the main is if we're to procure these people permanently, where will our comrade get something from? You know, there is no reason behind all this tender system, because we still appointing from the very same people that we could have appointed directly. As much as I know, there will be other things at play, like if you, myself, I'm more expensive like somebody who came through a labor broker or through a contract. I get my pension, I get housing allowance, I get provident fund, and I got sick leave, and we understand that there are a lot of cost implication that goes with permanent workers, but there is no reason. Actually, we should have been now saying, remember, we were supposed to build a culpable state that must be able to respond to challenges. By now, we should have been saying we're no longer going to do tender on work that is not a specialist. We can only do in a specialized field like this one and this one, not just security guard, cleaner. Get somebody to do this work.
Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
Do you need closing words?
No,
either from the union side or from the because you chickened out from giving us projections of how are you going to do in the election.
No, I gave my projection. I said,
just said
hands down, overwhelming, we are going to win this thing. And if I were to give you, I'm giving you 56%.
5-6.
We'll
mark you on that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.